G'day, omdevaji, Sheshnag Yoga Center. What on earth is Kundalini? Sheshnag.com. This video I'm going to sell myself out a little bit, just from a human perspective, and laugh at myself. This video is about me being a bit of a freegan, and I can put it down to many things to justify my own behaviour. First one is that I'm half English, so I like to be frugal. The other half is Aussie country, so my parents weren't big spenders of money. Sure, they indulged every now and then, but I can't run a program that I was never exposed to, and I can if I change the program. Let me reword that. I can change the program to abundance, but I'd never spend my money frivolously. I've also got the justification that I work half-time, but I pay a full-time mortgage, so I have to be aware of my expenses. So that freegan approach is expressed and projected and reflected in my whole life. You know, I'm also a part of a lineage that finds it hard to sell my passion to do with self-knowledge, because a part of me knows that self-knowledge is the human birthright, and to actually charge people to understand themselves on a spiritual level, that's why you got witch doctors and things like that in the past. Like, you've got the medicine man, you've got the seer, you know. Their job is to tell you about the subtle aspects of yourself that you're slowly coming into relationship with. You also have like kings and warriors and hunters and everything like that. The archetypes are phenomenally vast. So in that, I believe that self-knowledge should be free to people that genuinely desire it. So the Atma-Jnana is the intuitive knowledge of the self. That's what I talk about on my videos, to do with everyday experiences and understanding myself on a deeper level, more subtle level. So I'm a bit of a freegan, giving my stuff away for free. I'm going to have to put my books on eBay, not eBay. I might put them on eBay too. But basically I'll put my books on Amazon, so I might be able to turn over a little bit of coin. Even that's uncomfortable to think about, but I'm thinking I might do it. So I'm also freegan in other things, so I befriend people on Facebook, like high-end people that are gurus of their trade and their profession. And then I try and relate to them in a way that they feel comfortable for a little while, until I can get close to them and then understand their passion a little bit more. So I like to understand passions and watch people express their passion and what they're really into. Whether it's woodwork or sacred sexuality, it doesn't matter to me. Whatever someone's really into, I don't ask what they do, I ask what they're passionate about. So then, but I've been on a freegan trip to do with trying to gain knowledge and take every free thing that I can. I've been to the Coaching Institute free weekend, which was pretty good because I like psychoanalysis. So I'm watching the people tell me throughout the weekend that I've got a problem that I didn't even know I had, but they can solve it if I invest so much money and join their course and come under their tutelage. So I went to the Coaching Institute. I've also had some of these 45-minute interviews with people where they say, oh yeah, I'm a coach, and then I can give you 45 minutes for free to see if we click, and then if we do, we click. If we don't, we don't, and then we'll decide at the end of the 45 minutes whether we want to work together. I've had a fair few of those freegan experiences. The cracker was the other day. I signed up for this, normally I get the free book when it says, oh, there's this campaign to do with free stuff. I go, oh yeah, download the book. It's only a small book, like an entree, before they give you the main meal. So I signed up to this thing called Man on Fire. I've also been a part, just on a tangent, there's this thing run by, I'd call him a David Data disciple, but since my tongue's tied, he'd probably get pissed off at me. A David Data disciple. There's a few of them going around, you know. I think one's just been held up for sexual abuse or whatever, but the other ones that are beautiful and sound are like John Wineland, Michaela Boehm, and Justin Patrick Pierce. They're really beautiful in the way they represent David Data's teachings, put their own spin on it, and then grow it phenomenally through their own filters and projections and love and desire to heal and help people. So I've joined Alpha Tribe last year because it was free. They were having these monthly seminars and I was signing up going, yeah, it's sweet, man. I was like trying to get as much of that for free as I could. This year they're charging, which is not much, like $10 US a month, which is, you know, not much at all. Wouldn't even be like half a day's pot, mate, if I was in the cycle. So I think I'm going to join that. But I came across this thing to do with Man on Fire. And it's a beautiful campaign. I'm so interested in it because the dude's like really empowered, looking at you on the video, talking with his hands, and it's a really powerful experience. And I'm like psychoanalyzing it as I go along. Then I signed up for 2 hours of coaching, and knowing that at the end of it, because the questionnaire says how much are you willing to give, how much are you committed, and how much are you willing to invest. And I said, oh yeah, I'm willing to invest as much as I can, and I'm on this much wage, and if I was going to sign up, I'd sign up for this course, and right, got me through the gate. And then I have the 2 hours of like tuition to do with basically breaking down the impediments and shortcomings in my life, where I lack power, where I lack fullness, where I lack maturity in my own expression, where I could do with some honing in on the subconscious programs that are inhibiting my success and my expression and me being me. It was beautiful. It was a great experience. Well worth the 2 hours investment. I had to get up at 10 p.m. I know I was already awake, but anyway, 10 a.m. here, 10 p.m. here, 5 a.m. in Canada. Talked to this guy and it was like full on. And at the end, of course, his job is to sell me the course. So it became a little bit uncomfortable at the end because it took me 15 minutes to try and get out of paying for a course that I said that I might pay for. So in that, I'm a bit of a freegan. I don't think I'm wasting these people's time. I think that I'm learning something about myself. I don't know whether I'm giving them practice, what I'm doing. From their perspective, they can probably work it out because the dynamic of their conscious mind's okay as well. But I wanted to do a video on how I go around. I think I've stopped now. I think I'm going to sign on to some certain things. In that, I've been a bit of a freegan to do with the spiritual domain and trying to get like things that I can that are on offer. It's been a beautiful experience. I think I'm very lucky. Some of the people that I've talked to and the people that have given me some advice and time, they've been phenomenal people. The beings, I just sit there and it's not so much that I'm confronted by these beings at the moment. I'm more like, oh bro, give me some more of that love. How can you be so beautiful as a man, Harry, and like, because you're just a top bloke, whether you're walking around doing your practice or whether you're selling yourself out for being an ego tripper that likes validation of representation of yourself. You're just an awesome human being. So, yeah, I had some time with Arian through a freegan opportunity too. Hopefully it'll come to a point where this is the answer. And it's not so much I'm going to be over the top, like awesome at everything. I'll just be the best version of me that I can be at any point in time, being fully conscious or partially less subconscious, and in that being able to hold my center, being mature in that, and being in an expression. You can see it, or you can hear it in my voice. There's a lot of a different energy when I bring it into my body and I'm here in the present moment, compared to when I'm off in the spirit grabbing words from here and there. When I come back to stillness and fullness, that's when we can really connect. That's when I'm connected with myself. In that, it's been a bit of a round trip. So I'm here sharing some of my insights, selling myself out for being a bad freegan. Naughty omji for being a bad freegan. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think that in the world of economic manipulation and control, then we need to be resourceful and utilise all we can in regards to finding opportunities for our own self-growth. And in that, it's okay. Like I said to the Man on Fire guy, I said, mate, I've been looking for mentors for quite some time. I appreciate what you've given me. There's been a lot of insight, a lot of gratitude, and deep, deep honour in this call. Now for me as a person, I'll sit back and decide which mentors suit me according to how I feel from the freegan exercise. I didn't say freegan exercise to him, but my own freegan investigation, how that has ended up for me and which people I relate to and which people I don't. And I'll do another video now on my video testimony for my sexuality teacher. So he wasn't free though. Share the world, sheshnag.com. Freeganism is going off. Get on board. Peace. Hara Hara Mahadev. Hara Hara Mahadev. Hara Hara Mahadev. Om Namah Shivaya.